account. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like not even thinking about all the overtime. And then I was like, God damn. It sure is happy when you get paid. But leading up to it. But in all honesty, I think I would probably take the accumulated time I've worked as a day off rather than get paid more. Even though the paycheck's very nice. Every time I did OT, I can't do OT. I don't get paid for OT for now. I'm salary technically. I see. It seems powered down. The root seed wood. Okay, we can craft some torches. Oh, I see now. And, well, maybe I am. You don't know that. Wait, is there... Oh, we do have a pickaxe. Okay, there we go. I didn't know what I wanted to do today, so I'll play a little bit of this. I don't know if this will be my next game for the next little bit. I think... I know there's a couple games I really want to play, but I don't want to play them until I have like a lot more time, at least until this week. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll hop into this for a bit and see if I like it again. I enjoyed it when it first came out, but from what I've heard, it's been really well updated. Tired? Yeah, I'm pretty wiped. It's more like if I was physically wiped, which I am a little bit, maybe a little, I'd be kind of... I think I'd be more fine. It's more mentally. It's just, I'm not used to this kind of problem solving, I guess. It's like learning and trying to do, figure shit out. Blows my mind though with my guys who are working, who are also sadly work 10 to 15 OT, like why work for free? Yeah, well, and see, that's the problem with, I think, overtime, is I get that people get and I kind of was the same way because I was salary for a while. Well, not really, but I knew I wasn't gonna get paid overtime, even though technically they're supposed to. I'm supposed to build that, maybe, let's see. But it actually kind of hurts. One, it hurts you because you're doing all the extra time, but it also hurts in a way everyone else because you almost create unreasonable expectations, I guess, because, whoops, I didn't mean to make that. People start to, or like if people see that you're getting everything done, they're just gonna assume like, why isn't everybody? So like for me, I'm a little bit more hesitant to do overtime, unpaid overtime, because I had found out in my previous job that they got rid of my helper, and so that technically meant we had less hours. to give out because I was getting all my stuff done. So if I hadn't done all the overtime, then there would be still someone in my working to help me out. Like, it's kind of fucked that the company was doing that, trying to save money, but... Or not the company per se, the manager, because if the manager has less payroll, then he gets a bigger bonus. Okay, let's see what we unlocked. So we want to make, so we can make all this like wood armor if we want, and a wooden sword, a wooden hoe. Animals. Animals in this game? Let's get this. Okay, you guys. We've added quite a bit, looks like. There we go. We'll get those guys smelting. And I'll just keep going with what I have right now. My mom does it, and she wonders why they keep giving her more projects, because she'll do the extra hours for free instead of hiring another person. Exactly. But yeah, man, that pay increase though, or like that, yeah, pay bump from the overtime, it does feel good. Okay, well I don't have any weapons yet, so just place that down. We'll make a couple more of these guys. Coffee, how's it going, Coffee? How are you? Okay, let's see what we got from these guys. We've got that. So we can make a cooking pot. We can make, oh, salvage and repair. I need to repair the, okay. Copper workbench, we'll make that sucker. Watering can. Let's do this first. Good, you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. A lot of work right now. I've been doing a lot of hours at work. Oh, that broke. So that is almost done. Oh, I see. That's kind of cool. Glass smelter. Okay. Let's go. Let's expand a little bit. How about you? Is everything going all right with you, Coffee? Everyone loves the new emotes. They're too cute. Too cute, too funny. You know what? I was like, I think Dinkum might turn into like an ongoing game where I'll just do like a Dinkum night. Who knows? But I also feel like I was kind of talking about how I feel like I'm at the tail end of the content. Like there hasn't really been too much unlocked that's new. So it'd be kind of like one of those games where I'll play chill and just kind of upgrade the town. But I don't know. There's been no hints that I have much really left besides like buying new stuff. So I might wait till the next content update. We'll see. Oh, I'm hungry already. As much as I love the game, I do want, like, I always want like more stuff to do. Plus, there's so many games I want to play. But problem is, oh, okay, I see. Mushy mushroom soup. We'll let that cook. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like I'm not bored of it. It's more just, I almost want to save that transition period. They're playing Crusader Kings soon. I think is a huge hurt. I bet all those kind of games do. Oh, I see. Okay, man, I totally forget if any of this was in the game before. I'll make a chest. I'll just put that in here until tulip seed. And I'll just keep on going. I think I finally figured out how to do what you wanted, but I have a question about the sequence of actions, so I'll write it tomorrow if you don't mind, and I can... Yeah, for sure, coffee. And that way you'll also remind me what I wanted. Because I can't remember what I messaged you about. I'll have to look back at the message. I remember changing my mind so much. Oh yeah, I should probably get... Oh. What is this? Guns? I don't know if there was guns before. Let's try that out. That's pretty cool. I love, honestly, that emote is so good. It's so good. My sister said she watched it on like repeat for so long. Oh, what? I think I need the shovel to get rid of all the goo. It just fits perfectly, and just the fact that I've died so many times from chopping down trees. I remember when you first showed it to me and you're like, it might be too big. I was so worried because I was like, this is so perfect. It's so perfect. And if it won't work because it's too big, I was gonna cry. So Willow has learned new dance moves and she shimmies her shoulders. No way. Is that like just from watching you or like a TV? Is it foot stomp and the bouncing, or just kind of just born with it? Born natural. Need a stationary drill for this. Hey, how's it going, Atlantia? Yeah, I wonder who influenced me to play this game. I can't think of who that might be. But it looks like they've already changed. It looks like they've added a ton. There's so much stuff so far that I've already seen that I don't think was in the game originally. So I'm pretty excited to see what they've added. Whoops. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of this was in the game, so. Giant mushroom. Too natural, she posed at the end of each song. There we go. Got that attitude. Whoops. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I don't think they had range. I don't even remember if they had range combat when we played. I played first. They might have. Blue waves of energy. Okay. Giant mushroom. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I had the pistol before I even made a sword. It was almost like the first thing I found. Oops. I guess we'll just make a bunch of these. I like the little mushroom dudes. Alright. Need to change this around. That should be better. Oops, we'll put that down. Put that down. Alright, let's go back with what copper we have and make some new tools. And it looks like we'll probably need more food too. Oh, it's the Stevens. It is the Stevens. How's it going? Also, how are you doing, Clean Biscuit? Same old, same old. Oops, we went the wrong way. I have noticed I'm clingy. No cows for 2 nights. Yeah, and you're just like face pressed up against the glass. Where are you? Oops. What is it? This. Seed strain. Different materials salvaged from junk used to repair items. Oh, okay. So yeah, probably should start that. Just this week. Then I should be back to normal. So you just need to create the group for 1 week. Let's make a salvage and repair station. Oops. Oh, there we go. And then we put that in there. Ooh, I see. We'll put that right here. Now we'll put scrap in there. We'll start a little garden here. Checking for IO, may have not been checking Discord as well. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been a rough week. Community nights, what happened to those cows? They're gonna have we are gonna have one for we are gonna have one for the Halloween weekend. I don't know what game we're gonna do yet. But I think can't remember what day it is. I think Saturday. I'm gonna do an all-dayer, and I think the game is gonna be Necess. I'll start in the morning. Whoever wants to join in can. We'll just play that all day. But I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. On the game, at least. All the other people I used to watch end before I got off work now, they push back an hour. Oh, because of the longer days? I see. Now, Cal's your nightly streamer. Appreciate it, Atlantia. Always welcome. Oh, I'm hitting it with my pistol. Or, no, I'm not. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of maneuvering. I forgot how simple and sweet. Everything is in this game. Wooden hoe. Okay. And then we need a shovel. We should probably eat something. Okay. Permanent when eaten. Plus 25 max health only once. Oh. Oh. Hot damn, that's pretty cool. For now, cause all because of a shared addiction of Dinkum. Yeah, man, I'll probably play it here and there, Dinkum, but I think mostly I'll wait for the next update. I can't wait for the next update. I was gonna wait till it's over, just done, but I honestly, I think I'll just play it every update. Though I don't know if I should. I love my town, but I'll probably start over. A pet pellet. Yeah, see, pets. I don't think we had pets before. It looks like it'll be pretty cool. Cave pouch. Plus 5 inventory slots. But it's tough because it's like I really want to finish some of my thoughts of... oh, there we go. Of what I want in that game. So that's why I kind of want to make it like a... I'll play it here and there sort of thing. Because goddamn, I'm like, I still, like even tonight I was like, fuck, I really want to play it, but I have so many games I want to play too. Wait. Oh, you have different builds? Man, they've added so much stuff in this game. Oh, whoops. Damn. Okay, so we'll keep that up. We'll start a little garden, but oh yeah, I was gonna make a shovel. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, whoops. I see. Weird. Okay. So we'll probably want to get somewhere closer to water before we start the garden. Trying to tell you, there's a lot now. Yeah, it's like way different. Like, I was kind of expecting to like not see a lot of new stuff until like I get to it, but it's like seems like it's hinting at it like immediately. So we can use this as our, where we can get the water from. Dude, no, I don't get addicted to games. I'm in full control of my body and my mind. I can stop whenever I want. It's been like that since I've been a kid. Yeah. It's one of my superpowers. Pretty sure none of my games exceed like 5-10 hours tops. I'm what you'd consider the casual. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, Slamlord. I don't know what you're talking about. How's it going, Slamboard? Airy, how's it going, Airy? How's stream just started? It's probably gonna be a really short one. I'm just waiting to. Where's my phone? Gotta trying to find out what time I gotta start tomorrow. Core Keeper, is this the money one? No, I don't know what would give you that impression. Work tomorrow? Yeah, I do. I've been doing a lot of. This is my last shit week. Then I'm back to normal, supposedly normal hours. There's a couple things that might get in the way of that, but I won't be doing like long weekends and stuff like that anymore. It is our like busiest time of the year, and didn't you say it last week? No, last week was my like second to last week, and this is my last week. Because remember how I was talking about how I want to go to TwitchCon, and I can't because my one day that I'm the one day that I'm contractually obligated to work the weekend is October 20th or 21st or whatever. So all this work has all been for that one day. It's our busiest day, it's our inventory day, it's our like going back to like neutral, kind of like setting us up for the rest, or like for a full year and Christmas and all that. And normally it would only be like 2 to 3 weeks of hell, but because I also had to have the 3 weeks of training for my new position, that's just kind of like compiled onto this. Hey everybody. I forget, what do I do? I just got promoted, so I am an operations coordinator for like electrical wholesaler. Sounds a lot fancier than it does. Congrats, thank you very much. It was kind of just like do you want to try out for this job? And I was like, nah. And then they're like, we think you do a good job. Nah, I really don't want to. I'm happy with where I'm at. And then one day I was like, you know what? I should probably just do the responsible thing and just work my way up just for the extra money. Screw happiness. And then it would just look good on my resume. Like, I'm not much of a person that's into, how do you say it, operations, I guess you'd say. I'm more of like just a physical grunt. I just love physical work. And, oh, there we go. I love just physical work, and, I feel like I'm actually getting stuff done in this job. Even though I can tell what I'm doing helps the company a lot, I don't feel like satisfied at the end of the day. It's like it kind of almost feels like, so that's why this is busy time. So it's busy time mainly because of inventory. So like we're doing like huge amounts of selling of like wire, lights, all that kind of jazz. So I'm trying to find out all our mistakes, what companies we've built correctly, what companies we've not built properly. Where has shit gone? Where did shit go? Who did this shit? God damn it, stop doing this shit. That kind of jazz. Is it fun? Hell no. Hell no. I think the part that I like about the physical job and not being in a management position is when I show up to work, I can walk through the door half asleep and turn on in like 30 minutes to 45. Right? With this job, I feel like I can never fully shut off. So when I go home, even when I'm streaming, the gears have to always be kind of running, thinking about what I gotta get done for tomorrow. There's just like an aspect of me is always trying to like figure things out. And then like you're just constantly problem solving. And then when I go into work, I'm on, kind of thing like that. If that makes sense. What is this? Oh. So I kind of like before. Oh yeah, this is the root seed, heartberry seed. I quite enjoyed just being able to like walk in with like 3 hours of sleep and be fine. Now, once I probably learn my job a lot more, I'll kind of be able to go back to that. But right now, it's like meetings and planning, corporate mumbo jumbo. However, I will say my like operations team actually feel like people. So like all meetings are recorded, but like before a meeting starts, it's pretty not professional, which I quite enjoy. It's pretty like loose lip, fucking joking around. So that part is actually pretty refreshing. In my old job, it felt like everyone was a robot and they're like trying to pretend to be human. Oops. There we go. Oh, I don't know why that was so difficult. Attention should be a sanitation engineer if he's involved in so much shit. Well, yeah. That's why when everyone I've ever worked with asks why I don't want to be a manager, I don't always want to be on call or always think about work. Sure, I could do it with my 10 years experience, but I don't want to be responsible for budgeting the staff budget. No, thank you. And it's exactly why I never pushed it on people. In my old job, it was the same thing. They kept begging me to be a manager, and I kept saying no. And eventually I caved. I did that for 10 to 11 years. And then when I got this job, when I went from going manager to just opening boxes and closing boxes, I was fucking happy. Honestly, as much as it was stressful trying to keep up, it was just mindless, stupid shit. I didn't have to worry about stuff. Come in, surprisingly got really good pay. That kept going up every year. And I legitimately just enjoyed it. And so, yeah, no, I totally understand why people don't want to be managers. The only reason I'd say I did like it in my old job was that we had a lot of bad managers, like terrible managers. And so I felt like at least at a store level, I could bring change to a certain degree. So like when I hate doing the schedule. Doing a schedule is so stressful for me. Well, not even, I don't stress out too much, but I'd say more like just taxing on the mind, because a lot of managers just treat it like a Sudoku puzzle, and they're just trying to fill in numbers to make it work. They don't care that people are attached to those numbers. And so like to me it's like, fuck, if I put this person in this day, this person's not going to be able to go see his son's baseball game. And then whereas other managers don't even know that this person has a son. So like I know when I was schedule writing, people were constantly coming up being like, thank you so much. And because of that, they'd like work harder for you because they know you're going to treat them fairly. Not the Sudoku, yeah. And even it was the same thing with like Ohei and I worked together. He did the schedule, same thing. It kind of stressed him out too, because he's like, I don't want to just make such and such person. Ohei's actually a really good manager. So him and I got along. And that even more so, even though we already did before that. So yeah, I get thrown into interim manager multiple times. I'm like, job man, this job sucks. Now I know for sure I don't want it. Yeah. I'm happy with my reception legal assistant position. There you go, it's great. Fortunately, many people in management think being a nice manager means people are going to take advantage of you, which is clearly not true. I think you can. I definitely have seen that too. But I think the problem is there's also a misunderstanding of what taking advantage is. So like, I even get that a little bit right now. Is I understand. I understand how, because a lot of managers are almost have like a little bit of a psychopath energy, where everything's about money, everything's about constantly busting your ass all the time, and so they'll see, you'll be short-handed. And not for just a day because someone called in sick, but because the company doesn't want to pay for enough people. So I'll see that like, okay, people have been busting their ass working, but now that's become the new norm. After like 2 years of not having enough people, like people are worn out. People are just exhausted. And so, we're asking them, say they work 8 to 4:30. Well, a customer comes in last minute, and now they're working 5 to 10 minutes extra, which to them, they're like thinking that's not much, but that adds up over the course of a year. So when someone's, talking in the back, goofing around, you'll get a manager being like, they're taking advantage of you. You gotta make sure that they're like constantly working. It's like, no, it's a give and take. Like, yeah, it may only be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes extra, or 5 minutes extra a day or whatever, maybe even 2 minutes, but it does add up over the course of the year. And so if they take it like, 5 minutes extra on their break, I don't care. Now, if there's someone that drags their feet and they're taking a long ass breaks every single day and not getting their work done, then, then it's a different story. But a lot of managers are just like constantly just making sure everyone is under the iron thumb, or iron, whatever you call it, iron thumb, all the time. But I've personally found that like 99% of the time, if you're treating someone with respect, I kind of, with my employees, or like with employees, I kind of expect people put in like 85%. I don't expect 100%, a solid like 85. Like, you are getting paid to do a job. you are going to have days when you're at like 30%, because no one's going to be able to go 100% all the time, besides like the very, very select few. And then because you kind of like lessen up on the days that you really do need it, and you're like, hey, everyone, today is going to be a shit day. I need everyone to run at 150%. They're going to do it. Not because like I'm expecting this every day, but they realize, like, guys, I'm begging you, today we need everyone on all cylinders. Can you please help me? And then you'll see it. Everyone bust their ass. Now, and then now I'm like, thank you. One day, we got over the hump. I appreciate it. Meanwhile, the other managers are going to be like, fuck, do you see everyone running at 150%? What if we got them to do that every day? And you're like, fuck. Fuck. No. No, that's not how this works. Especially if you haven't paid, like, if you're paying them shit. Brent says 85 is a good number. I think it's a fair number. It might even be like... That's just a number I thought of at my top of my head now. Could be slightly off. Plus, it also depends, I guess, on the line of work, too. Oh. That's my line of work, no matter what company you work for, but I currently have a boss that appreciates her employees, and she's earned all her respect because she's willing to do what she's willing to do us and not caring if we take extra breaks. Yeah. Well, I just remember, too, it's like, with a company, I'd work really hard, put in all this extra time, and then when I'd ask for it, I would ask to take a vacation, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, we can't do that. We don't have enough people. It's like, we never have enough people. Yeah, about that. And so, like, they'd cancel my vacation, and then I remember it had been like 3 years since I'd taken a vacation, and I put up a huge fuss. Then they called me in the office, sat me down, they're like, Tyson, you know what? We're really appreciative of you for all the hard work. So we've had a meeting and we've talked about this, and we're gonna give you that week off that you want. We're gonna allow you to have that week. It's like, no, I'm entitled to like 5 weeks a year. You're not allowing me to take 1 week. I actually am entitled. Like, that is, the word entitled is in the same sentence in our contract. I've been nice. I haven't been pushing back on it. But they're treating it as if they're giving you a favor. Never give 100% when you start. They will want 120%. It's kind of true. Or what ends up happening is if you're like 100%. And you know what? I think everyone's if you're ever in a management position, and I think you almost get a little, you kind of have to do this, but the people that are running at 100% or your top performers, you can't almost, you don't mean to, but you kind of have to take advantage of that. And they keep getting extra work. It's like, I know you can do this because Jim over there runs at 30% every day, and he's not going to do anything. And if he does, he's probably going to fuck it up. Not even the hardest people, the smart, I guess, like smartest or, and so they just kind of take on more and more like jobs because they can, and it feels wrong, but it's like at the same time, it's, I don't know, because I'm also that employee. Like, I know in my old job, it didn't matter what you told me to do. It's like, if you told me to go scrape shit off the frozen concrete, I'd go do that. Meanwhile, helping with whatever. And managers would be like almost not taking, it may feel like taking advantage, but just they know I can do it. Some would definitely take advantage of it, but some people are like, just please, I know you're not going to put up a fuss. And you're like, yeah, I'll help out. Am I not getting seeds back from this? Oh, I am. Oh, I had typed out my message, but Twitch just being Twitch and didn't send. Ooh. Especially if you put a lot of effort into it and then it's gone. Like when we had a guy, I've told this story a few times, but when a guy accidentally spilt vegetable oil all over the floor, his initial response was to go and get a 18.5 liter, like those big water dispenser jugs that are upside down. He decided to fill one of those up and dump it onto the oil to clean it up in the middle of the store right as we closed. And so oil and water spreads a lot, really far. And now you can also imagine, even if this was just any spill, why the fuck would you fill up a giant thing like that for a spill? I don't know. I don't know. And then you add oil in that. It spread so far. It was under every single checkout in the store. Thank God we were closed. And when asked, like, hey, you fucked up, can you help? His parents came by and they're like, oh, he can't be up too late. And so he didn't even help. So we were there for 2 extra hours cleaning up his mistake. So it's like, when you look at that, you're like, I can never trust that guy with anything besides, actually, really nothing. We really couldn't. He screwed up so much. So it's like, when when push comes to shove and you really need to get something done today, you're never going up to him and being like, hey, we need a little extra from you today. I was at 100%, but yeah, I'm more willing to help cover my boss for her time off because she's always covered all her stuff, no questions asked every time. Yeah. Oh, it used to irritate me. I remember one of the girls, it's like, one of the girls came up to me and she's like, her daughter had a, oh, that's cool. That's new. And her daughter had like a concert and she wanted to go see it, but she forgot, she didn't know, and then couldn't take the time off. My manager's like, no, the store's not gonna get done if you let her go. I'm like, what? So I was like off at like 5, and so the manager's off and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, come on, man, like, it's her daughter's thing. He's like, no, like, he's like, if she wanted off, she had to get the time off. Who's gonna cover? I was like so mad. It was just like, we could have been fine. Like, someone comes in, we call in someone an extra hour early, we'd be totally fine. So then once he left, I was just like, look, go see your daughter, I'll stay and get your shit done, and then and just, have a good time or whatever like that. And for basically the next 4 years, anytime I'd like ask her, and it wasn't like I was holding it over her head or anything, but she always remembered that and will always like help me out. And I've never like abused that. Hey, remember that one time? But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a weird. So a lot of people that should be managers. It's kind of like the way that I look at it is it's incredibly easy to promote someone to be a manager, but it's very difficult to find someone to be a leader. And so you just get all these people that are like, I'm a manager now. I'm hot shit. Ooh, new talent. Will you get better? I'll raise at your next performance review. This makes me angry. Good thing that guy isn't a surgeon or airplane. You know what? I wonder what he does for work now. I have so many stories on that guy. He's such an idiot. I have so much PTA, but bosses giving grief for calling out or needing a day off Because that's what I was stuck for 10 years experience. You were a cook? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That, I have some friends that are in that line of business. And my cousin. Honestly, I feel like that position, you probably get more, an insane amount of abusement and people taking advantage. The whole like culinary arts, it's like you have to absolutely love what you do, because otherwise I don't know how you do it. Like just hearing the horror stories. And you're still a cook, yeah? Do you have, at least now you have so much, you said you have a good like manager now? And it's sad because I know a decent amount of people that were cooks and had to quit, even though they love cooking and they still cook at home and enjoy it, but just they said the environment was just way too toxic. I'm surprised you get breaks. The job you have is like 1 in a million, I bet, then, yeah. Thanks, my new job is much better. I just had my quarterly meeting and my boss expressed how much he values me. Asked me when I need to continue to grow. That sounds good. Days and hours and pay my boss amazing. It's taken so long to get this. I bet, and so many people in that business probably will never get that. Yeah, my an old friend. We haven't talked in a long time, but he was someone who always loved cooking. And I remember his dream was to be a cook, and so he took all the courses, spent tons of money, and every restaurant he got hired for, all he did was sandwiches. That's all he got to do was make sandwiches. He was so sick of sandwiches. He's like, I want to cook something. He's like, I'm just cutting up meat and making sandwiches. That's all he would do, every single place. Yeah, one of my friend's sisters was a cooker for a while, and she finally found her like dream cooking job for a restaurant. I think it got shut down though. I don't know if it was temporarily, but during COVID. But I remember her saying the restaurant she worked at had a and I don't see this at many restaurants, like a chef special, and so every week she was allowed to come up with one recipe, and that would be like their weekly like kind of thing, and they were allowed to like bring it, if it did really well, they could bring it back for like a month or whatever, kind of like special. It never stayed permanently on their menu, but she said that was like basically what kept her at that job, being able to come up with something like special. What the hell is that noise? Oh, what the fuck? Is the boss already? Jesus. We'll probably have to get a few, actually put armor on and a sword, but Gordon Ramsay said his first job was cutting onions every day. Yeah, I could see like at the beginning for sure, But like my buddy, he took so many lessons, and to be stuck making sandwiches at every single job, he was just like fucking sick of it. But you know, at the same time, you just gotta start everywhere. But I think he would like get to a job, make sandwiches, have a toxic boss, start somewhere new, and they're like, sandwiches? And he's like, fuck, I need a job. See, I cook in senior living facilities. You actually get to cook and do stuff that's fun. Oh, nice. You just have to deal with those terrible residents that don't care how to treat staff. I bet you got some wackos. Some people who are absolutely miserable. I worked my way up from dishwasher to prep cook to cook. Oh, shit. So when you did dishwashing, were you always wanting to cook? Or is that something that kind of just came after a little while? Okay, so we know where the boss is. Okay, let's go do a ton of crafting. And figure out what we have here. Whoops. My friend did dishwashing for Tim Hortons for a long time. His hands were fucking destroyed though. It's like they didn't use soap. All they use is scorching hot water. You throw everything in there into a dishwasher one, psh, burn the shit off everything. You're starting to fill up emptying dishwasher two, and it's like the moment the thing ends, you're taking plates out. And he's like, he never got like gloves to take. It was just scorching hot plates, and he had to take them off and throw them in the drying area. Yeah, oh yeah, hands were messed up from dishwashing, yeah. I think I'm assuming they must have changed it. He got royally screwed from that job. Dishing wash should like my first year that wasn't seasonal, and I had been taught to cook by my mom and grandmother, and my boss at the time saw potential and promoted me. So when they say, when you say like they saw the potential, was it just because you worked hard, or when you're doing dishwashing, there was occasional days where they're like, hey, you want to help prep, or? Yeah, my hands were messed up from dishwashing, and my hands and arms are all burnt to hell, I bet. I'm curious of like that step. Are these done? Oh, they're done. Knitted is the ultimate champ. Yeah, did Knitted just carry? Pardon me. Because 500 degree ovens. There were times where I would help like with seasoning things and tell the cooks how to make something turn out better. Oh, cool. Okay. Where the cook's like, motherfucker, we hate Atlantia. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck does she think she is?